but sometimes she is a middle-of-the-night owl. She finds she works best in the quiet hours from 3 to 6 p.m. Is she awake? A.M. Is she awake? Let's see. Please welcome Lilian.
What are we going to do about this economy? Come on, you're all morning people, you're here. Let's wake up and get this problem solved. What are we going to do? I need some answers. Because obviously, there is not a politician in Washington that I think has the least bit of verisimilitude. Do you? Name me one that you really feel has your best interest at heart. That speaks for itself. So it's up to us. What are we going to do? Roxy, what would you do to make our economy better?
I would like to see small business step out because it really will be the answer to the problems. Instead of the government funding and bailing out big business, I'd like to see the government really put something behind their promises to small business and small business administration.
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Denise, what would you do?
I would say that I would promote honesty, that when politicians are asked questions, they answer the questions. I think if we could have more honesty in our politicians, we can have more policy that is honest for our economics. Honesty is number one.
Great. That's a round of applause we give her. Thank you very much for participating in your little table topic there. Both of them are great answers. And we have the need for them right here because we cannot look to our politicians to right side the economy. It starts with us. It starts with us to do the things that we can do locally. We can't wait for the ballot box. The damage is done by that time. All we can do is damage control by getting the right people in to do the job next time or get the other ones out. My position on this was to create something that you've heard me talk about before, allcast.com. All Castleberry, all the time. A website that would support all of the good things that we have in Castleberry to show off all the schools, religious organizations, civic organizations, the neighborhoods, the homes for sale, all of the best of Castleberry, the concerts, videos, pictures, and then put it on one website to show it off. I created a business seed for it to put the businesses forward, and the listings are free. All the people had to do was go in there and type in information about themselves and their business. The part about themselves is because people like to do business with people they know. So it was a little social networking to get people to know who you are, something about you, why you got into that job, where you came from, a particular award. Maybe you're interested in Harley Davidsons, whatever it is. And then the other part that was different was why I like Castleberry. Why I like Castleberry was so important because when people come in there and read that, they'll say, oh, that person likes it because of this and this. And this person likes it because of something else. That would give third-party endorsement to the city and to everything that we do there. So I thought that was a great thing. Now let me switch for just a second. If you were going down the street and stepped over a $5 bill, a $10 bill, $20, would you just walk away with it, from it? No, you'd stop and pick it up. Well, that's what I would do. I'd stop and pick it up. If nothing, I would give it to the poor box or put it in there and figure out another time I would do some good deed for somebody else. But that's what people are doing today. I'm looking at the people who are out there who have businesses. I give them a free listing there, and all they have to do is fill in the information. and they don't do it. Here it is, free promotion, free marketing, free sales and help, and people don't do it. What in the world was I to think? What happened to community spirit? There was one time that my father was going down the road and my cousin was with him. It was late at night and he was tired and he would fall asleep at the wheel and he just kept on nodding off. And my cousin would tell him, "Wake up, Hibbert, wake up, Hibbert." And then one time he didn't catch him fast enough and he would, Joe said, "Wake up, Hibbert." He went, instead of pulling to the right, he pulled to the left and ran into somebody else. But what my dad did then was he took that opportunity to not only clarify what he thought his part was in the wreck, but also to tell the other person that he could have had the opportunity to move out of his way and let him go into that lane. He said, "Obviously you could tell I was having problems. Why didn't you move over?" I said, "Joe, go get a brochure out of the car." And Joe brought back one of the Castleberry brochures. And he said, "Think about moving to Castleberry. We look out for the other guy there." The guy looked at him like he was crazy. Later on, he did. He moved into town. Now, he was probably wary about wherever he was driving after that. But he did come into town because Dad sold the city. He sold the community spirit because he told him we look out for the other guy there. Are we doing that there? Are we doing that now? Have we lost that community spirit? What we can do about this is talk well about our cities, because when we talk well about our community, it encourages other people to do that. When there's enough good conversation, it increases business. More businesses come in to be around businesses that are successful. When you have all that success milling around, then those businesses need new employees. They hire people, those people come in looking for jobs, and they look around, they want to stay. And that's how successful cities grow. I invite you to sell your city to your friends.